Hey guys, UFC 273 just wrapped up and we made $2,400 of profit. I just wanted to show you the trades so that you can see which trades we made and why we put those bets on, and give you also a couple of tips so you can learn for yourself and do it for yourself. And at the end, I'll invite you guys to join our Discord group where every weekend we go live and we tell our followers exactly who we are picking as we're picking them so that they can copy our bets and make money for themselves as well. So I'll be inviting you to join our Discord group. It's growing rapidly now. So let me get straight to how we made $2,400 betting on UFC 273. Right, so here's the profit and loss. So the first line here is what we paid for the pay-per-view, $55. We just count that as a loss. We spent that money. Then we went ahead and lost $100 on Josh Fremd. So we put $100 here, and he obviously got, he took a beating. And then we lost another $100 on Weeks, who was in a close fight. And then we put $89, $68, and then $650 on Madsen. The reason it's three different lines is because these are three different bookies. So a line for each of them. But in total, it was around $810 for Madsen. And the total win on that fight was 90, 65, 730. Then there was Chimaev. We put $500 on him to win $115 on that close fight. And then we put about $500 on Sterling across three platforms. And those are the profits that came out. And lastly, we put $200 on Volkanovski to win $42. So taking the losses and the profit into account, the overall profit loss at the end of the event is $2,400. Maybe I can take this opportunity to just tell you why we made some of these bets, just so you can see how we think about betting on fights, and you can use some of these ideas for yourself. Of course, the ultimate thing you can do is to just follow us on our Discord channel where we discuss everything. But just give you a little bit of a taste on YouTube. So while we picked Madsen wrestling, essentially, we were actually, before the fight, concerned about the third round because we had seen him slow down in the third round before, and his opponent we had seen do well in the third round. So we were slightly concerned about that, but we thought that it's still the right bet, and it turned out to be the right bet. So that's that. Chimaev, the reason we picked Chimaev over Gilbert Burns, we knew it was going to be a close fight in terms of skill sets. The reason we picked Chimaev is because we thought he had a stronger chin. So essentially, when I'm giving you our reasons, you will notice that there's no emotions, there's no fandom around it. Oh, we think Chimaev is so cool. We think Gilbert is, I'm such a fan. Oh, I hate Sterling. Oh, I love Jan. It's like none of that bullshit. That's what amateurs do. We're here to make just a fuck ton of cold hard cash. So the way we do that is we treat this like an investor, where we do fundamental analysis and we're cold-hearted and rational about who we pick. So the simple reason we picked Chimaev is because we thought that he has a better chin. That's really it. And we thought that that was going to make the difference, and it did. Sterling, okay, this was an interesting one. We did our fundamental analysis initially and decided that it's probably a fight that we want to stay out of because it's going to be a very close fight, 50-50. Everyone, look, the industry is full of amateurs, you know. All of these people who run YouTube channels or have even large communities and talk about betting on fights, they're amateurs. They get in their feelings, and they can't think rationally about these things. We think rationally about these things. Everyone's upset at Sterling because he pretended to be hurt in the last fight, and they allow this sentiment to ruin their objectivity and to skew them towards Jan, where actually it was going to be a very competitive fight from a fundamental standpoint. So we knew that. We knew that Sterling did well in the first fight, especially in the early rounds. We knew that he could do well in the striking field. We knew that his chin was good. We knew that his gas tank is potentially going to get a lot better because the last fight he was battling with COVID twice and also a neck injury. And we knew he could give Jan a ton of problems on the ground, which he of course, did. And the last thing that really tipped us over the edge to bet on Sterling was in the first fight, Jan was cool, calm, collected, relaxed, and happy coming out into the arena. And Sterling was also pretty good, but a little bit nervous. And then this time we noticed as they're walking out to the fight, Sterling is happy as can be, not a care in the world. And then we're looking at Peter Yan, and he's walking out, and he looks like he's got stress on his shoulders. He's not relaxed, he's not calm, nervous. And that's a very strong telltale that we need to consider this. And that's why we picked Sterling. Volkanovski is an obvious bet. What a machine. He's so good everywhere and so consistent. Obvious bet for us. So take the losses into account, take the wins into account, and we're at $2,400. Again, I would like to invite you guys to join our Discord group. Leading up to the fight, we're going to be posting in there. And then on the weekend when the fight starts, we go live, and we're on the voice chat calling out every single bet that we're making as we make them. And we're telling you how much we're putting in and which fighter and why, and then you can just copy our trades. So in the future, that Discord channel is going to be a paid service because obviously everyone in there is going to be getting tremendous value. So it's going to become a paid-only Discord channel pretty soon. But for the time being, it's free. So get in there before it becomes paid. Even when it becomes paid, I would highly encourage you to stay because you're going to be able to see exactly the picks that we pick every week to make a lot of profit. So links are in the description below. Please join and we'll see you there. Thank you guys.